this is Max. I'm back with another CSR2 video. I am here with the Made in America garage. The Made in America event's coming up next week in celebration of the 4th of July in the United States. Natural Motion's putting on a special event for us in which we can actually win a special car, which is a Torque, Plymouth Torque with special livery. Now, the Made in America event, based on leaked information, will involve 3 separate cars, one of which is this Challenger SRT Hellcat at Tier 3. And then you have a Jeep Trackhawk, the Tier 4 car. And finally, you have to win a series of races with a Tier 5 Corvette ZR1. Now, this is not likely to be an easy event based on leaked information from people on Facebook that has more access to information than I do. It seems that the event will only take over the span of 3 days, meaning each of these tiers probably you have a day to complete the races. And that brings me to the next point. And I posted on Facebook today about this because every time we have a cup like this, whether it's this Fast and Furious event, which I didn't bother to do, or it's the Prestige Cup, what happens is you have a series of challenges that requires you to complete the race at a particular time range. So it's not going to be one of those things where the bot that is racing you will be adjusted in difficulty based on your upgrades or your tuning of your dyno. So to win these kind of an event, it comes purely down to how much upgrades do you have. If you don't have upgrades, you're not going to beat the races. I have not upgraded this Charger at all because I knew there were events coming where I need my Dodge Fusions. I read that this Charger was not any faster than GTX, and at least not yet. So I just kind of let it go. Okay, it's a cool cup. If there was a Toyota Supra at the end, we may be talking about something completely different here. But for 10 gold keys, it's all right. I'll skip it. But the Made in America event is going to be set up under the same premise as this, meaning it's going to be a series of races with set target times. And you can't tune around that. What you need to know is that your car has to have enough stage 6s and fusions to either make it, or you have to have just enough to make each race's target time. Many times I've seen people post with the Fast Fury events, with certain other events like the Flash events, about, can somebody help me with a tune? I need a tune to beat this. What I can tell you is this: tuning for these cups are really straightforward. You tune your car to the maximum evo that a given amount of upgrades will give you. You do a dyno, you check what that is, and then you drive the car and see if you can beat that time. Then you compare that time to what the challenge time is on that race, and if you're not faster than that, then you know you need more parts. There is no magical tune that's going to get you through that. So that is something you really have to understand if you start this event, especially if you're a new player and you're starting this event with cars that are barely built or not built at all. You're going to be struggling, and you may very well not be able to finish this event. I have cars here from a while ago when this was PC Cup, and I don't have all that 6s because I didn't like this car enough to want to keep pull more crates to get parts, because I just didn't see myself ever using it again. Well, woe is me, because Natural Motion decided that this will be one of the cars for the Made in America event. Who knew? Who knew? There's a bunch of T4 Fords. Why can't you pick one of them? No, we want you to use the Jeep. All right. Okay. So I'm going to have to pull some additional crates, I think, just to get this Jeep up to par for this event. Same thing goes for that Corvette ZR1. I don't think it's ready. I doubt it's ready. It's only got one S6 and it's running 10s, and this car can run as low as 7.7 maxed. Now, Natural Motion likely will not make this event easy since you're winning a 5-star purple car, and you have another event coming up, the Anniversary Cup, which might be easier, where you can also win a 5-star purple car. So why would they make this one too easy for you? They're not. They're going to make this one relatively tough. So that means chances are you're going to have to run under 8, I would say 8s to finish the cup, or at best, if they're really being nice, maybe a 9.2 for the final runs for this car. And right now, I'm certainly not there yet. If you don't have this car yet, there will be a time 20 gold chance to get this car. It's not a bad car, but being a Chevy, it's very hard to get fusions for to fill out. You're probably going to be stealing from your other Chevys, like that guy right there, which was a Prestige Cup car for a while. And hopefully you have other Chevys you can steal from to get this car maxed out. Maxed is a good car. So far, I have not been seeing it beat dyno by any substantial margin. But then again, I may not be tuning or driving it correctly since I don't have a lot of upgrades beyond stage 5. I haven't put a lot of effort into this car. Even though I am a Corvette lover, I really think this is a beautiful Corvette, and I wish it was more competitive in live for me. But I have so many other cars that are competitive, I just haven't been putting effort into it. But after this event, I'll revisit that and see if this car indeed can be a lot more effective in live than I'm giving it credit for. I know there are some people that swears by this car, just like some people swear by any particular car in the game. If you like it, you like it, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right, so that is a quick synopsis of the Made in America event. How tough is this event likely to be? Pretty tough, is my estimate. So there's another question that always comes up. This LB Hellcat and that Hellcat shares S6s. So why can't I use this one? Well, I don't know. What I found recently is Natural Motion have not made it so that another car that's basically close can be slipped in just to be used in the other car's place. So even though this is very much a similar car, I'm not sure they're going to let you use that. My feeling is they're going to force you to use this specific car. And they're going to say, well, if you don't have it, you can buy it from the dealership for gold. They'll also offer the Jeep for gold for almost 4,000 gold. You can get the Jeep Hellcat. Trackhawk. I call it the Jeep Hellcat because that's basically what it is. And you can hopefully get it built. Mind you, if you don't have any one of these cars and you're planning to build all these for this 3-day event, I really don't think you get very far. You're going to be wasting a lot of money for nothing. The cost to just put these guys to max will cost you somewhere around, let's add them together, about 10 million. So that's a lot of money. And then you have to look, see if you got fusions at 6s, etc., etc. I don't know. I don't think this event was designed for guys to just kind of jump in, build a new car, and instantly win. It's probably meant for players that's been around a while, has these cars already built, and this is kind of a chance for them to get another cool car. So, what's another way to get it built? Well, you can spend money, right? That's ultimately the goal. Natural Motion is a business. They would be happy if you spend a ton of money to build these cars, and that's always another option. The other thing that's coming up is the second anniversary cup using the Dodge Viper. The Dodge Viper is one of those cars that you get a lot of. If you play long enough, you would know that you pull this car pretty often, and many times from gold keys as a big disappointment to your gold key pull. So most people that played for a while has a maxed Viper sitting somewhere, or at least have a not built Dodge Viper with all the parts needed to max it, because you have a lot of these cars in the past. You can end up stripping them, and you probably have a bunch of them sitting around. So if you don't, Natural Motion will give you a free one to start. I think the Anniversary Cup should be much easier than this one because it is kind of like a celebration cup. Um, I would think Natural Motion would want every player to be able to pretty easily make it through the Anniversary Cup. Uh, but hey, they're Natural Motion. I don't know what goes through their heads. And some of the things they do make me scratch my head. So maybe they won't make it that easy. Bottom line is, if they do make it easy and you have a Dodge Viper built, you can get yourself a nice green snakeskin version which has purple stars. And that's always good to have. It'll also be a little bit faster. I suspect it drives differently. Consistent with current design of cars, it's probably going to be one of those spin your tires through the first 2-3 gear type cars instead of this one, which, wait a minute, this one also spins its tires through the first 3 gears, so never mind, it would be the same. Okay, anyway, the Viper's not a fast car. It's maxed, it does about a 12.3, and with 2 or 3 stage 6s, depending on which ones you get, you can get into 12.9, and if it's all stage 5, it only runs about 14 with all fusions. Much slower than that without fusion. So it's kind of a late bloomer. It's very dependent on stage 6s, but it's a good car. And it is a good car, in fact, for Tempest 2 and Tempest 1. So after this event, if you're a new player that hasn't gone through Tempest 1 and 2 yet, you now have a car that can help you get through. Dodge Vipers can be built from dealership cars, unlike the other guys for the Made in America event. You can buy it for money, and you can strip parts off of it to, oh, wait, I think I just saw it on the right there. So you can buy it for money, you can strip it for parts, and you can build a Star Dodge Viper up pretty fast. Pretty fast is a very relative term, right? It depends on how much money you have, and the delivery time is pretty much still like 8 hours or something. So you do need a few days to get enough Dodge Vipers to build up. But again, my suspicion is, being an anniversary event, Natural Motion may be nice and actually make it somewhat easy. If they make the final time somewhere around the 12.9, I think it's a very fair time. That only requires 2 or 3 stage 6s. If you don't have a lot of fusions, maybe 4 stage 6 less fusions, or 2 stage 6 full fusions can get you there. That would be great. If they make it even tougher than that, well, you know, between 12.3 and 12.9, there's only so much they can do. So I don't think it'll be much worse than that. Now, if they're really nice, and wanted to just give every player a chance to get a Dodge Viper snakeskin, I would say they could set the final time somewhere around 13.5 or 13.8. That would be great, but I'm not holding my breath on that particular offer from them. I don't think they'll make it that easy. I think it comes with its own crates. So again, you can pull crates to get more parts, and that will help you make it through. Again, a final point about this. Just like the Fast and Furious events, both of these events that are coming up, again, you're going to be dealing with set times to beat. So it's not about easy tuning or trick tunes or, can you tune it to go beyond what it's capable of? The answer to that is no. What this and this max out at dictates what the ultimate performance of the car would be. You can tune it to some point in between. You may be able to tune it and drive it to even beat dyno by up to a tenth or two, depending on the car. But you're not going to be able to magically pull out a win on a target time that is way faster than what your car's upgraded for. So in the end, these are upgrade dependent races. You gotta get your car upgraded to a certain point. And that essentially sums up what we have coming in the next week or so. The Made in America again should start on July 4th, and the Anniversary Cup supposedly should start around July 8th. This is all based on leaked information on Facebook. CSR Turkey actually posted a bunch of screenshots of the future events. So I'm hoping that they are correct. Once again, they have been for the most part, with 1 or 2 minor exceptions. So I have strong faith that they will come through. And as I posted on Facebook and keep repeating here, these are part and upgrade dependent events. Gotta get your car upgraded. If you don't have it upgraded enough, no amount of tuning is going to get you through. So feel free to make comments, ask questions. As always, I will be responding to your questions as quick as I can and with as much information as I have access to. If you have specific questions about the specific car, I can certainly look into anything that I have the parts and tunes for and share it with you. I hope everyone have a good time with these events. Yes, they're technically free, so that's a good thing. But no, if you want to build a car from scratch, it probably won't be free for you. And as always, feel free to subscribe to the channel so that when I make future videos, you will be able to get a notification for the videos being posted. I do intend to be putting up videos regarding the Prestige Cup again once we get to that point at the end of the week. Thank you for watching, as always, and I'll catch you next time.